At some point, she called me away from the line, and I saw Prince Charles look at me, and I said, "Oh boy." She said, "I want to talk to you." So I said, "Yeah, what's happening?" She said, "Are you gonna do Dirty Diana tonight?" I said, No, I took it out of the show, out of respect for you." She said, "That's my favorite song." I said, "Are you serious?" I said, "I took it out of respect because Dirty Diana, you're in the audience." So at that point, I couldn't put it back in the show because it was too close to showtime. So I remember Prince Charles leaving the line, walking over to us, and he said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Oh, nothing."
Guess what we're checking out today? Dirty Diana. I so appreciate Michael Jackson's facial expression here. He almost looks nervous, and this is the world's biggest pop star, biggest superstar. But the way that he's looking at Diana, he almost seems a little shy, a little intimidated. And I just appreciate that humility. It's just so endearing to me. This is the world's biggest pop star meeting Diana, who is also, of course, very special and powerful and important in her own right. Such humility takes the song Dirty Diana out of the set, out of respect for her, and it turns out it's her favorite song. Several of you have been asking me to check it out, so I will. And because I love you guys and I love Michael Jackson, that's what I'm going to do. Are you guys ready? Now, here's the thing. I know Dirty Diana. I know Michael Jackson. This is not I've never heard of Michael Jackson before type of reaction. You know this. But I will say there are several the Michael Jackson songs that I never watched the music videos for, or never really listened to the song even from start to finish. I know of the song, I've heard snippets, but I've never actually listened. And it's been such a fun ride. Check out all my other Michael Jackson reactions if you're interested. It's been such a fun ride to actually really listen to these songs, analyze the lyrics, watch the music videos for the first time to a degree, and just see a whole side of Michael Jackson I've never seen before. So, are you guys ready? Michael Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, Dirty Diana. I don't think I've ever seen this music video either for this one.
You never make me stay, so take your weight off of me. I know your every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been here times before, but I was too blind to see that you seduce every man. This time you won't seduce me. Just saying that's okay. Hey baby, do as you please. I have the stuff that you want. I am the thing that you need. She looked me deep in the eyes. She touching me so to start. She says there's no turning back. She got me yelling. Dirty Diana, no. Dirty Diana, no. Dirty Diana, no. Dirty Diana, never be.
I keep underestimating. I know that man has a legendary voice, okay? I got all the appeal, got a voice for days. But when he brings in that soulfulness with that rasp, it keeps amazing me. My gosh, this song is, ooh. Did he just wipe his mouth?
She likes the boys in the band. She knows when they come to town. Every musician's fan after the curtain comes down. She waits at backstage doors for those who have prestige, who promise fortune and fame, a life that's so carefree. She's saying that's okay. Hey baby, do what you want. I'll be your night loving thing. I'll be the freak you can talk. I don't care what you say. I wanna go too far. I'll be your everything. It don't make me your star. Dirty Diana, no. Dirty Diana, no. Dirty Diana, no. Dirty Diana. Dirty Diana, no.
this really was Diana's favorite song? That is crazy. I know y'all love it. Several of you have pointed out how much you love this song. What does it mean to you, by the way? We'll keep listening. Tell me in the comments, what about this song? I mean, this isn't a legendary song. That hook is timeless, but Michael Jackson has a lot of songs like that, in my opinion, where the chorus just comes back to a legendary, brilliantly written hook that stays stuck in your mind for lifetimes, as we can see, for decades and decades. But this one is just so interesting. It's sensual and it's playful and it's crazy because it's almost making it sound like warning us against this woman, right? She's coming after these musicians and she just wants to be made famous. She's willing to do whatever, right? She doesn't sound like the kind of woman you're going to wife up and settle down with. She sounds like she's dangerous and she might even break your heart, right? She'll use you. And yet it's so intriguing. It's almost like seduction and why seduction and people that play games can be so successful with said games, even when people know that it's just games they're playing. I feel like this song puts that into music. It captured so well that idea, that spirit of power and lust and seduction, if you will. And the contrast here being that crazy guitar solo, and here the keys coming in, doom, 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 right? It's eerie and mystical in contrast with the rock and roll. Brilliant.
She said I have to go home 'cause I'm retired, you see. Now I hear sleeping alone, why don't you come with me? I said my baby's at home, she's probably worried tonight. I didn't call on the phone to say that I'm alright. Diana walked up to me, she said I'm on yours tonight. And then I ran to the phone, saying baby I'm alright. I said but unlock the door, 'cause I forgot the key. She said he's not coming back because he's sleeping with me.
As you can see, I'm like speechless. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. This guy. Oh snap. Is she in the car? That's hilarious. Is that what happened? Is that what's implied here? That is crazy. Ooh, that was some rock and roll. My gosh, you guys. I can't. Oh, what a performer. I think the lyrics are obviously pretty obvious, right? Maybe if we want to take it a little deeper, not to overanalyze, Dirty Diana can also not just be but an actual woman that seduces and, wrecks your home and causes immense temptation, but also the personification of the temptations of this world. And this song puts into music. Michael Jackson did such a good job really putting into this art why temptations are called temptations, why lust and seduction can be as hard to overcome. It wasn't just a soft song singing about, oh, there's temptation around the block. It was like the rock and roll, the guitar solo, his dance moves, all the sensuality. him entertaining for days. I mean, what a superstar. But the song puts into words why temptations are just so hard. And I think those of you who have ever been tempted or done something in your life that you regret, or something you would call wrong or sinful, or those of you who struggle with temptations or addictions, etc., any of those things are not just easy to overcome. If they were, then they wouldn't be a temptation. Then it would be like a little roadblock, right? It wouldn't be a victory when you do overcome said temptations, because it was not hard. It was not a big deal, right? But the bigger the temptation, the sweeter the victory when you don't succumb to it, right? The bigger the pull, the more exciting, the more wonderful when you don't succumb to those addictions. And this song just put into music, into art so fittingly, all the feeling of that pull, of the temptation, and I think this could be anything. Sexual seduction. This could be temptation of lust, greed, power, right? The thing that wants to consume us, that wants to wreak havoc on our relationships and with ourselves, with others. It's brilliant. And on a surface level, just such a freaking passionate performance. I mean, Michael he knew how to get people euphoric and into an ecstatic state of experience. I don't even know if that's a word or an expression. It is now. Wow. What do you think about that one? Why do you love Dirty Diana so much? And it's funny, it's endearing, it's intriguing to think that Diana loved this one the most, because we look at her as this sweet princess. I know she got, some funk, and could be, I'm sure she had some sass and stuff. But she just, is presented as this sweet, altruistic, kind royalty, And she over here loving Dirty Diana. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Make sure to subscribe. What is your favorite Michael Jackson song? What should I review next? Thank you for being on this ride with me. I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo.